So I'm a reasonable guy. I read my comments. I take into consideration what they say. I mean, probably almost everyone, to be honest. Okay. Yes, of course. Right, well, maybe not every comment, but still, my point stands. I've seen in recent days a high frequency of requests to do a rant about TTR's naming system. I mean, TTR tries their best, right? It can't be that bad. A name here or there goes by, some decent names get rejected. How bad could it possibly be? You know what? I just wanted a sampling of this, so I went to my Discord and I asked for pictures of some considerable names you found in TTR. You know, things worth mentioning. And then I got about 20 submissions from you guys. You want to look at some of the goodies here? No, I bet you want to look through some of the goodies. Okay, here we go. First off, on Reddit, a user by the name of Crimson Swordsman had a very wonderful name approved. Yeah. This was given the green light. It happened. Anybody like natural disasters? Whoever approved this name does, apparently. Some say to this day it was inspired by EA. Okay, that just seems like a name generator combination, but still. All around me are familiar faces. This is what I call myself every single time I eat an entire pizza by myself. Oh my god. How controversial.
This is the worst offender I have ever seen.
Wait a minute, man. What is that, bro? Oh, snap, man. Oh, snap, man. Okay, honestly, in reality, there's a few question marks there, some much bigger than others, but it's somewhat negligible considering the task at hand improving all these names individually, right? Well, here's my plan. We're going in on the inside. Hey, my man, Joey, can I access that staff panel and approve some names for you?
No.
Oh. Alright. Okay. Plan B. I'm gonna submit my own names and see how it goes. How could it possibly go wrong? Introducing my new all-star lineup! Starting off, Team Good, we have user submitted Reptile Isle. Switching over to the bad team, we have Juicy 2. Another good user submission, Piggy McSnout. Referencing an already dead channel, Blockhead. Probably copyright infringement, Google. Getting edgy with it, Obese Boy. Taking names on a diet, Slim Jimmy. The meme that started it all, Meatballs. Molasses. Cannabill. In the spirit of this video, Ranty. Sunburnt but proud, I need a tuba ointment. The most necessary name, Pumpernickel. Milkshake. Friendly flower. Smiley boy. Lala Lilac. Trying to rig the system. Approved. Chef. No. Unibrow. Straight out of Thwackville. Baby. What's a baby without her big daddy? And what's a big daddy without his little daddy? Give it up for our all-star studded team. Okay, in seriousness, I literally made those 24 tunes and I expected nothing but the best. In rapid time now, not to waste more time here. Good names first and then slowly descending into the bad. Reptile Isle, rejected. I don't know why, the name sounds reasonable to me. Piggy McSnout, accepted after several weeks of waiting. Google, rejected, probably copyright. Slim Jimmy, rejected. I get it's close to Slim Jim, but I don't know what's wrong with it. Molasses, approved. Ranty, accepted after waiting. Pumpernickel, approved. Milkshake, approved. Friendly Flower, approved. Smiley Boy, approved. Lala Lilac, approved. Unibrow, rejected after waiting weeks. I guess TTR just has a thing against unibrows, huh? This just in, TTR, not unibrow friendly. Approve, rejected. Can't fight the system, man. Juicy Tune, rejected. Blockhead, rejected. Obese Boy, rejected. Cannabill, rejected. I thought it was clever. Knucklehead, approved. I need a tuba ointment, surprisingly accepted. Sunburns allowed in TTR. Meatballs, rejected. The name that must not be named, moist, rejected. For good reason. Baby, approved. Big Daddy, rejected. Little Daddy, rejected too. Leaving a total of 11 approved, 13 rejected. None of the approved really surprised me besides maybe I need a tuba ointment, the Sunburnt Wonder. The only other one that may be questionable is Baby, and I don't think that's really that awful. And let me also say, there were 4 that were under review for multiple weeks. Did those names scare whoever was accepting them and ended up just getting lost in the ever-growing stockpile of name submissions by getting passed by new name submissions? Was someone too afraid to choose the fate of Unibrow for multiple weeks and instead opt for him to fall into irrelevancy in the name approval section? Tell me what's wrong with Unibrow! Those names were all reviewed for over several weeks. I could have legitimately have been pushing to Donald's Dreamland task-wise no problem at all if I had spent the time, and yet I would have had some generic name and been stuck with it at the mercy of the name approval system. I think there's some kind of problem. I've heard from other tunes, even in my comments, that were having this exact issue with their tunes or their friends' tunes for over periods of multiple weeks themselves, which is kind of contributing to why I'm even making this video. Now, I understand it's all done by probably a whole group of individual people. There's always going to be human error, there's always going to be indecision and errors, but I've noticed a growing trend of people having naming issues, and on top of that, some names that are legitimately mind-blowing that they were ever approved. I mean, at the mercy of my own tune's name, which it's already been out there before, but it'll forever be immortalized in this video at least, I had a little old man clone that I made that was successfully named 24-story buildings. How does that just slide on through? Someone had to physically say, yes, this is a good name, approve. So that means someone was like, Blackie Chan, yes, that was a good name, approve. And alternatively, that means, Reptile Isle, that's a bad name for some reason, and pressed deny. I just don't understand. I understand that it doesn't always work out guaranteed on the first try, but there's also at some point just some level of obviousness that should be included in the human decision behind the name approval system. If the team behind it is rushing it, then it's really kind of starting to show in negative ways. I don't know how it all works internally, and I don't know what I could recommend to improve it besides just focusing on clear guidelines, trusting your gut, and honestly just taking the time to interpret each and every name as if it was your name you were approving. I mean, personally myself, I've made errors myself approving names for Altus. I get that any approved name is tied to your decision making and your appearance publicly, and you have to be careful, but at the cost of upsetting the player base, and that's what I've seen happening lately. DTR, just accept the name Meatballs and I'll stop talking bad. How about that, eh? Good deal?
No.
Boy, what's wrong with Meatballs? Is it because I have a unibrow? You hate unibrows, Joey, huh? You have a thing against unibrows? You won't accept Meatballs because I have a big, furry unibrow on my face? Huh? Unibrow. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the rant. How's your experience been with the naming system? Am I overstating things? Have you seen some really bad names? Struggled with it yourself? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for helping out with the suggestions on the rant topics. This one was a really good one, and I hope I made a rant that was quite enjoyable for you guys. And as always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time in my next video.